that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
And I'm tired of your crap, Martin. You stop it. Oh, we're live.
Make me.
Don't make me separate you two.
Like we're having a discussion and he had to qualify what I said. And I acted really annoyed.
We need
I wasn't qualifying anything.
I said he's in his 60s. And he goes, he was 60. And I'm like,
I was, oh my God.
What? Fuck off with your qualifying what I said.
I was just being precise. I was giving this precise information. Oh my goodness.
Gary, by your own definition. Shut up, Gary. By your own definition, you're in your 60s once you reach 61.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Dick.
Let me say something once in a while, Dick.
Yeah, but all you're doing is echoing what I'm getting ready to say, which is technically.
Well, I said it first.
Exactly what I was going to say when you so rudely told me to shut up. I was going to say, technically, I've said this before, that you're not officially in your 60s until you hit 61.
Good. You two are becoming the same person with different accents.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I need to jump out of my window now.
Take it all, baby.
I don't wanna. Fuck you.
9 inches.
We need a human resources department here. Yes,
remember when you hit that pedestrian with your car at the crosswalk and then just drove away? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But Pepperidge Farm ain't just going to keep it to Pepperidge Farm self free of charge.
There you go.
Pepperidge Farm wants its money.
Yeah. So, look, I'm not a fan of J.J. Abrams at all. I think the only thing he did really well was Mission Impossible 3. But he had Tom Cruise breathing down his neck the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't going to let him fuck it up. And
it is impossible to fuck up a movie when you have Tom Cruise on the set. He won't let you.
And we still got to watch the last 2 movies. I've seen them. You have not. You need to watch those. But I would like to see a fan edit of them trimmed down by about 30 minutes. Yeah, the last 2 Mission Impossible films. It was a 2-parter. And it was originally called Dead Reckoning 1, and then it was going to be Dead Reckoning 2.
I don't think we watched them all. I think we watched 3 of them.
Did nobody fucking hear me say that? Nobody heard me say that?
How many are there?
Like what?
This many.
8.
Yeah, I definitely haven't watched 6 Mission Impossible movies.
You've seen 1.
Yeah.
You have seen 3. The one with Hoffman as the villain.
Yeah, because there is no 2.
And
we're doing a selection. Okay, gotcha.
And then you watched the other one. Which number was it where he does the helicopter chasing with Henry Cavill?
That was Fallout.
Fallout.
Which one is that? Number wise?
6, I think.
Yeah.
6. I'm not sure. No, you watched 5 too with me. So you watched 5 and 6. You have not watched the last 2, 7 and 8.
Wait, why are we skipping number 2?
Because it's shit.
It's garbage. It's garbage. It's look, man. John Woo, that guy needs to move back to communist China and start making Hong Kong crime thrillers again, because that's all he's good at. Everything else he has done. Well, he did one film that was halfway decent, and it was not the one with Travolta and Nick Cage. The one that he did that I liked was the one he did with Van Damme. Hard Target, was that the name?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Movie.
Yeah,
you know, Van Damme
with a mullet.
Van Damme with a mullet. Can't go wrong with that, baby. Highlight of this movie
never looked good.
Is Elle Fanning. Elle is the star of this movie. The little boy. The only reason he's the star of the film is because it represents J.J. Abrams. That's J.J. Abrams as a kid.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. He's not the best actor or character in the film. The two best characters were right there in view: the dad and Elle. And Elle Fanning, because she was just fantastic in this film.
Man, they have serious talent in the family.
Film,
Dakota is great too.
Filmed by Francis Ford Coppola, that he wrote and directed, and it had Val Kilmer in it, and she plays like a little vampire ghost or whatever the fuck she was. It's a bizarro horror film, and it's not really horror to me. It's like there's nothing scary in it. It's just a weird horror diatribe that Coppola felt like vomiting out. And she's the best part of that movie, along with Val Kilmer, and his ex-wife that he screwed around on, Joanna Whalley, is in it too, playing his ex-wife. And so it's a fun film. I understand the new edit is better. I have not seen the new edit that came out in the 2020s. I'm not sure which year it was.
What movie are we talking about?
The Francis Ford Coppola vampire ghost story
Twix
movie with Val Kilmer. Twix. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude,
and he altered the name slightly for the re-release.
Yes.
Because it's a tighter edit.
And I cannot find that movie. And
I can't either.
Down.
I've been trying to do it, and I'm not buying it because it's not that fucking good. You know, I got to fucking really love a movie to want to pay for it. So Kyle Chandler plays the sheriff. Yes, he does. And for those of you that don't know, his daughter is Wendy in the Alien Earth series, or as I like to call it, Garbage. And
oh my god,
because it is a hot fucking mess. It really is. And I saw the first episode and I said, this show's not good, guys. Just telling you, it looks beautiful, terrible writing. And everybody's like, well, I would have watched more. And I'm like, they can't recover from the first episode. Not going to happen. The writing is going to get better after that first episode. The writing is what was wrong.
Well, let me tell you this. I have always said this, and I die saying this. I saw the first episode. By the first 5 or 10 minutes, I knew this is garbage. But I just want to watch it just to see how much worse can it get. And man, it did not disappoint.
You're a masochist.
No.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to watch the train wreck, though.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't hate watching. I was laughing my ass off seeing the bullshit they were saying.
I hit a point when I was 55 and I realized I have less time ahead of me than behind me. I now cherry pick what I'm going to put my time into. And nothing pisses me off more than when someone goes, you need to watch this, man. It's really good. I end my friendships with people that do that. I will not fucking talk to them if they tell me to waste my time on a really shitty fucking movie or TV show.
That's why with me, I just decided that if somebody asks me if I think something is good, I'll give them an honest opinion, yes or no. But I'm not going to say, you must go out and see this, you know, and I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's the way you should do it. You go, hey, man, I really enjoyed this film. I think it's something you might enjoy. But if you don't want to watch it, that's cool. But I'm just telling you, maybe give it some time. Give it a chance. So, re-release.
Holy shit. Okay, Fred. Red Arsenal said Super 8 sucked. Donkey Balls. I wouldn't go that far.
No, it's not bad. It's just not original. It's like recycling all the other stories.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, I enjoyed
Close Encounters, E.T., all of them.
The logic issues weren't really that bad, but the reason why is because he stole from one of the best when it comes to alien movies, and that's fucking Steven Spielberg. And whether they'll never admit to it. But just like he did with previous films, including Poltergeist, absolutely Spielberg backseat directed this movie. And all JJ is a copycat of Spielberg's style. He doesn't have the skill of story. And in fact, I posted a thing today over on our group. I'll read it to you what I said. There it is. It is one of the most important things that makes Vince Gilligan the superior writer / creator over shitheads like J.J. Abrams is that Vince would never use the mystery box. When Vince sets up a mystery, it's not a lie. That never pays off. Everything he sets up in his stories pays off later. From his work under Chris Carter in The X-Files to his own shows, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and the current show, Pluribus, Vince instead plants clues for you as you watch something he created. Little planted breadcrumbs that actually tell you where he's going. And you often don't notice it until later when it ends, and then you go back and you go, oh shit, he was planting these things all over the place. From the songs that he chooses to visual items. Like right now, one of the biggest ones I'm trying to figure out is, and I think I know what it is he stole Georgia's, she steals Georgia, was it O'Keeffe, artist, and she did the painting of the belladonna and the flower, and she steals it and puts it up, and I'm like, and I said to Danny, I'm like, she is the belladonna. That's what they're going. A beautiful thing that is deadly. Deadly Nightshade. And that, again, that's not an Easter egg. That is a breadcrumb for you. And I love that with Vince Gilligan's writing, because a lot of the ending is in the writing as you go along with visual motifs, and some of the songs he chooses are very specific. Hey, y'all, driving home from my grandson's 5th party. Well, that's awesome. 5 years old, man. That's practically 30 by today's standards.
In my family, that's the age where you get to choose your instrument that you want to learn to play.
Here's the thing I say about Super 8. At the time, they're like, this movie will be just like Close Encounters and E.T. Will one day look back on fondly and remember for just how great and cutting edge it was. Nobody talks about this movie.
And
it's already been over 10 years. It's already been over 10 years, and it's just not that memorable, because everything that's memorable about it is from other films, Close Encounters and E.T. primarily. Yeah. It stole from both of those.
If I may, I saw it.
I'm not completed. I'm not completed yet. I want to finish this. And one of the biggest thefts in the film was given to him by Spielberg, that the movie Dark Skies. This creature is a lot like the creature from Dark Skies, which was what became E.T. and Poltergeist, because they split the story into 2 stories. There you go. Go for it.
Okay. I saw it for the first time last night. And after I saw it, I haven't dedicated a single second to think about it. It is not bad, but I'm not going to watch this again. It has nothing to offer to me.
Yeah, I had no interest in ever watching it again until I decided we're going to do this movie. And so that's why, the only reason I watched it again, because it's not that memorable a film. It really isn't.
The film isn't, no, but the acting of these kids, they are amazing. They're like 12, 13 years old.
Everybody did their fucking jobs in this movie, from the visual effects to the camera work on this is amazing. It looks like a Spielberg film because Spielberg was there on set almost every day. He was backseat directing this movie. Absolutely. And you can see it in some of the scenes. And in fact, there's a behind the scenes thing where you catch a glimpse of him sitting in the director's spot.
Oh, like Poltergeist?
Just like Poltergeist, which is why I brought that up before, because he is backseat directed a couple of films before. And Poltergeist being one of the ones that was, in my opinion, really heavy-handedly done so. That it was causing conflict. And when they had to do some reshoots, Hooper wasn't even asked to come back. Spielberg directed the reshoots, which he got butthurt by that shit. I would too. Man, am I not the director? You know, it's very annoying. Spielberg does that. He's a control freak. Lucas is the same way. You know, Lucas does the same shit. And the only time he didn't get to do it, guys, you want to say what it was?
No, what? I'm sorry. What's the question?
The one time George Lucas wasn't allowed to backseat direct.
Oh, of course, the best Star Wars movie of all the time, Empire Strikes Back.
That was in the contract. He wasn't allowed to do that. He had to stay off the set as much as possible. And
I agree.
Agreed to it.
I agree wholeheartedly with this comment. Spielberg is overrated. He's hit and miss at best.
I think that what they refer to as his greatest film of all time, because of the subject matter, it's the subject matter is the only reason they say that. And if it had been about anything else, like any other atrocity in the world, like if they talked about the Octavians, if he had made a movie about the Octavians' oppression under the Nazi and communist regimes, nobody would have given a shit. They went, "Oh, that's a good film," and then move on. But because it was about concentration camps and all that stuff, they made it up bigger than really, or it's better than it really was, because it's not that good a film. And my boss worked on that movie, but my boss also knows I'm extremely critical of Steven Spielberg. I think he did his best work before 1980, and as a writer and a director. Hi, Megan, the Texan.
Hey, Megan.
Which movie are we talking about? Schindler's List?
Yeah, I didn't want to have to say it, but yeah, Schindler's List. You know, Schindler's List is only great because of the subject matter.
It's something you should have seen. Don't ever watch it again.
No, it's absolutely.
Seen it once.
I will never
That's
watch it again. It's just
right
too
there.
fucking dark for me. It's too dark.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to some of his best work was like Close Encounters. I loved his Jaws is like one of the greatest films ever made.
And why is that? Because the fucking shark broke and they had to improvise.
The shark broke and they had to improvise, and also because of Zanuck and Brown, Darryl F. Zanuck and Brown, because they were the heads of production, and they were pretty much on set every day, breathing down his neck, which is where he learned that from. Is from those two, and it was their job to make sure he didn't stray. And, and that was their
guys. This one, Lucas actually asked Spielberg to direct Star Wars prequel. Imagine you won't be using lightsabers. All of you will have walkie-talkies.
Oh my god.
Hey, Keto Simple.
Hey, Dustin.
Dude.
Hey, Keto.
Long time no see.
Yeah,
buddy. Man, I haven't seen him since I got to hang out the last time on whatchamacallit,
Toxic Tuesday.
Toxic Tuesday, yeah. So if you go back to like his films, let's go back, and I'm not going to look for the producer or just the writer. I'm going to look at all of the films he's directed over the years, and let's go. And I'm going to go all the way back. Duel is a great fucking movie. I love the episodes, which are movies, by the way, of Columbo that he did. He did, well, technically he only did one episode, which is Murder by the Book, which is a great one. And I love the two episodes he did for Night Gallery, which were great too. They're kind of short movies. And then he directed Sugarland Express, which I think is actually a pretty good film.
Yeah.
I think it's sadly a forgotten film. Then he directed Jaws, and I mean, did a fantastic job. He wrote and directed Close Encounters. He wrote and directed 1941, and I liked that movie. And when it came to just 1941 with John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, I like it too, actually. Yeah.
I love that fucking movie. Love that. We're going to do it for Military Monday. I've
Well,
already
she's fucking hilarious in it. It's great.
Oh my God, yeah, as Kelso, the fighter pilot who flies a P-40 Flying Tiger, man. He did the work he did on Indiana Jones. I really liked Raiders, but he was just the director, and he didn't have anything to do with the writing. I liked Temple of Doom. I used to not like it because it scared the shit out of my kid. But then when he grew up, I'm like, I'm not going to hate that movie anymore.
Just the music, though.
It was the music that scared the shit out of that scared the fucking shit out of my son. I mean, I'd play that soundtrack in the house and he'd be in the other room crying. Moda Ram, Suda Ram. I love the third Indiana Jones film because he did a great job directing it. And then he directed one of my favorite episodes of Amazing Stories, the show he created, which was The Mission, which is with Kevin Costner as a B-17 pilot. It was the best episode of that series. And I did like Empire of the Sun, which was not written by him. He was just the director on it. And it was written by Tom Stoppard, who wrote the screenplay or the script for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. And I love that movie. And it's also Christian Bale's first movie.
Yeah.
So, but that's it for Spielberg. After that, I'm going to look through them. Like always, I didn't like that film. And I was sad that was Audrey Hepburn's last movie before she died. Hook was okay. I don't think it's very good. Jurassic Park, it was fun. I don't own the movie. I will never watch it again. I don't need to. The only one I liked was actually directed by Joe Johnston. Was the third installment.
Oh, thank you. I'm not the only one then.
No, I like that fucking movie. I hated AI, artificial intelligence. I didn't think it was a very good story, and I didn't think it was a very good film. He did Saving Private Ryan, and everybody that knows me, how much I have mocked that fucking movie. The only thing good in that is the stuff directed by my boss. That's the beach scene and the other major combat scenes. Those were all directed by my boss, Dale Dye. I didn't like Amistad. I knew the story. The only thing good in that film were the two main actors. The African actor, I always forget his name, and Hunsu, something Hunsu.
Hunsu.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
And Anthony Hopkins playing Adams. Just great performance. Terrible movie. I didn't like it. Minority Report. Only reason I like that movie, Tom Cruise. To Catch Me If You Can, didn't like it. The Terminal, didn't like it. War of the Worlds, I liked Tom Cruise in it. If Tom Cruise is in it, it's worth a watch. But what I thought was stupid was Spielberg's shitty fucking idea to make him out to be a bad dad, and in the process, stand in the street after he delivers his children to the real parent. It's like, fuck you, Spielberg. I didn't like Munich. I hated Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Didn't like Adventures of Tintin. Loved the original stuff. Did not like that movie. Didn't like War Horse for multiple reasons. I didn't like Lincoln, despite the performance by Daniel Day-Lewis. I did not like the movie Bridge of Spies, despite the fact two of my friends are in that. Did not care for BFG. In fact, I refused to watch it. I've never even bothered to watch it. I started to watch Ready Player One. I hated it.
Yeah.
All my friends were like, I love that movie. Oh, go back and watch it again. It's really good. And I'm like,
no, it's not.
You have shitty taste in films if you think that's a great fucking movie. Fuck off. Remaking West Side Story was an insult. And I did watch The Fabelmans because that is a movie he's been thinking about making for years. And it's basically his family. It is an autobiographical film.
Oh. I'm just noticing.
What?
The slideshow is out of order.
I'm sorry, Al Pacino just popped into my head.
What?
When the judge says, you're out of order, and he turns to the judge, you're out of order. This whole court case is out of order. You're all out of order.
Shit.
Well done, Martin.
How did that happen?
Remember that I made a script that the script jump for no God knows why reason it jumbled the order of the slideshow.
Don't worry about it, buddy. If we don't have
yeah.
a slideshow, we'll survive it. We can talk about this movie. I'll talk about it.
If you want
I
a
will
job
tell
done
you-
properly, do it yourself.
A film that I really loved that he was executive producer on, but is not listed as a director, even though he is the other director of the film, is Poltergeist. I fucking love that movie. In fact, I loved the second film. I refused to watch the third film because the little girl died, and I just couldn't watch it. It's got some of my favorite actors in it. Tom Skerritt is in it. Just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to ever watch that movie. I still, to this day, never seen it. But I loved the first two films, Poltergeist film. And I like this film because it's still not his film, but I don't love this film. And if I never watch it again, I'll be fine with that. Because I saw it in the theater and said, I liked it. I don't love it. It's a rehash of other stuff that Spielberg's done. And JJ isn't original with any of his ideas in this, not one idea. Everything was borrowed from Steven Spielberg. And of course, when he's executive producer, I guarantee you, with his name on that movie, he sat there to make sure JJ didn't fuck it up. And the performances by actors in this film, I'm not surprised that they went on to great careers. Elle Fanning in particular. And somebody told you, oh, she's so beautiful. I'm like, no, she's very odd looking.
In a pretty way, though.
In a pretty way. She's got a ton of personality. And my God, I like watching her in movies. In the movie Twixt, she's one of the best things in that movie. When she's walking along with him on the street, and she says, everybody says I'm a vampire, you know, and she is, but she doesn't attack him. Val Kilmer's character. She just walks along with him. And then when he gets to the restaurant, bar, or hotel thing, he says, where'd the little girl go? And the lady that runs and owns the place goes, what little girl? He goes, the little girl was walking with me. She goes, you walked up alone. Francis Ford Coppola is a good idea guy, but I don't think he's a very good writer. He has his moments, like The Godfather and The Godfather 2. Godfather 3, awful. I hated that movie. People go, but it's a classic. Classic garbage? I didn't know that could be a thing.
You just brought that one up, Gary. Battery's not included.
Yeah, battery's not
The other
included.
day.
I really did like that movie. I did like
okay.
that movie.
It's an okay movie.
It's one of those ones I don't love, but I really enjoyed. And one of the things I loved about it was that him, Cronin, and Jessica Tandy were together in it. And I'm a big fan of those two. They're husband and wife, and they did a few movies together. And I love that. I've been a fan of Hume Cronin since Lifeboat by Alfred Hitchcock. He was one of the best parts of that movie. I haven't said hi to everybody yet. Who's all here? Snorty. Did you play the video?
No.
No, we've been very busy talking. So,
that's okay.
Here we go.
I can. Great song. All right. Gambit, Slasher Fred, Real Popcorn Geek, Barbie Quiria, Penny, Megan the Texan, which I said hi to already, Fred Arsenault, and Keto Simple.
I would say it's barbecue area. I think.
I knew a guy called Barbecue Bob. And
I would love to be in a barbecue area right now.
I have barbecue waiting for me, and I'm going to have that for dinner tonight.
Oh,
So, anything important I should look back at? Did you star anything? No, nothing starred. So I'll have to go through it. So Christopher Cross released his debut studio album with its namesake on December 27th, 1979 by Warner Brothers. I own that album, and I fucking love that album. Everyone's like, oh, it's easy listening pop. And I'm like, have you ever heard him play guitar? Fuck you. Christopher Cross, even Rick Beato talks about what an amazing fucking guitarist Chris is. And I'm a big fan of his music. I love the fact that he got Michael McDonald to sing on the song, the one with the Cowboys on the run. Run Like the Wind. I think that was it. Run Like the Wind. And he got Michael McDonald to do backing vocals, which led to Second City Television doing a gag on Michael McDonald singing that by having him driving across town to the studio, getting into the studio and rushing in to put the headset on just in time to deliver his one line, or that one part. Such a long way to go. And then he does it again. And then he steps out and he starts smoking and talking to the guys in the studio. And then, he's got to go back into the studio and deliver again that line every time. It's fucking funny. And what's funny about it, even more than just the skit itself, is that Michael McDonald saw that when it went on the air, when it aired, that episode. And he was tripping balls. He was so fucking high. Him and his buddy did some crazy it was weed and it was laced with something. And so he was fucked up. And he goes to his hotel room, turns on the TV, and that's the skit that starts. And he starts having what he referred to as an out-of-body experience, going, that's me, but I'm here. I don't remember that. And it fucked with him. And then Martin Short was afraid that he was mad at him. And he was like, no, I'm not mad. I thought that was great. But Martin did apologize to him later for poking fun at him.
I did not.
Well, if the real Duke can do it, you can do it too. But Christopher Cross's album with the pink flamingo on the cover. It's green with the round window and a pink flamingo in it. And that was a great fucking record, man. Minstrel Gigolo or whatever that fucking was. God, I played the entire album for Anima.
Yep.
And then he would go on to fuck his career up by buying into the hype, where he basically fired his band. These guys played together for a long time, and he just fucking fired them and tried to be a superstar. And he got one more big hit after that, and from the next album. And then he also had the hit of Arthur's Theme, Between the Moon and New York City. And kind of the coolest moment with that was when they played it live. Dudley Moore played piano while Chris sang to it. And that was kind of cool that people didn't know that he was actually a real pianist. It's like, yeah, he's a concert pianist level. He's a very good pianist. In fact, because he peed himself so much as a child, his parents considered naming him Liberace because he was the pianist.
Damn.
That's an old joke.
That's not real. No.
That's actually an old Johnny Carson joke from when I was a kid. Yeah, they considered naming their dog Liberace because it was the pianist, which I think is great. Let's see. Don't forget that at the top of the chat, guys, I have a link there for Tom Connor's PayPal for Mead because I don't know what's going on. Last night, somebody said that they've been suspended, the channel. And yesterday, he told me he was going to send in a request to explain what's going on from YouTube. And I still haven't heard from him. I probably should message him again today, ask him what's going on. But I'm going to make you all wait, and I'm going to go fucking message Tom right now. Dear Tom, are you still saying no to me?
I knew it. Has to be a gay letter when he's doing it live.
I think we're perfect together and should run off.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just trying to find him right now.
Hey, I'm right here.
Tom Connors. There we go. Dear Tom, hey man, I was told your channel was also suspended. Did you request, what do they call that? Not a hearing. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Where they go over everything and then have to take a look at everything and see if it is what it is. There's a name for it.
Yeah, there is.
I know.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
No, it's not that.
No. Okay.
Review process.
Got me. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
There we go. No, just simply reviewed. That's the word I need. Did you request to be reviewed? What is going on?
An appeal. But I think, yeah.
No, that's a good one. And an appeal.
Yeah. Zach's here. Zach's
is here?
Yeah. I'll
Hi,
run
Zax.
his video once you have
Hi, Sex.
finished it.
How you doing, Sex? What kind of sex?
Not your kind.
One of these days.
Oh, you mean good kind.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. Well, you want to know about it. Let's see. Did you find the video or what are you doing?
Well, you can. I was waiting for you to.
No, stop doing that. I keep saying that because if it cuts me off, I will continue right after the video. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being cut off.
Really? You don't know the power you have given me now.
Well, I've said it before, and you still don't do it. No.
Because he's too polite.
Yeah, I don't like interrupting people.
I sure do.
Bullshit. I have noticed.
Yep.
Well, if I'm continuing a thought in particular, I will fucking forget that thought because my brain does that. It will just, if I get interrupted, like I'm in the middle of thought and I pause for a second and somebody jumps in, I'll go, whoa. I want to finish this thought. And then you say what you're going to say. And then I finish my thought like I did today with Annaba. And then she had a really good statement to make.
I do sometimes.
Yeah. You are way smarter than you give yourself credit for, period. Speaking of that, today's episode is brought to you by Backdoor Beaver.
Oh,
with real
fuck
beaver
you.
and
You just can't be
butter.
nice to me, you asshole. It's
Oh, come on, you
physically
had to see that
hurting you to
coming.
be nice.
Oh my God.
I am a jerk. It's a fact.
Oh man,
I am really a jerk. I'm so glad she loves me so.
I need to get me a T-shirt with that Backdoor Beaver thing.
Oh my God.
So I wanted to point out something that there is a young actor in this movie who went on to become a star on his own. And I'm going to go ahead and share screen with Super 8. There we go. Boom. And I've got to go through the photos. By the way, if you guys didn't know, I am an approved editor over on IMDb and have done a lot of updates over there and fixed stuff that they said or people have said and got it wrong. Like when they announced that Joe Turkel was dead from Blade Runner that played Tyrell back in the 90s. And I'm like, he is not dead. In fact, Gary and I went and found him. Like, he's quite alive. And we gave that proof to IMDb because they required that. I needed to have proof. So I'm like, okay, I will. So the kid that's in this movie that I really like would go on to do a TV series called The Night Agent. And he is.
You just skipped it.
He does his. No, I wondered because most people won't recognize him outside of his character. So I need to find a picture of him in character in the show.
Oh.
And it's because I showed it earlier, and I want to find that one because he's sitting there. He's the detective in the Super 8 movie they're making. And there he is. I clicked on it. He's fucking open. Thank you. And that's Gabriel Basso right there. And he is on the show Night Agent. And so you can see what he looks like today. There he is. And basically they call him Reacher Jr. It's one of the nicknames he's gotten. And
it looks like Reacher. Look at him.
Oh, here in particular, yeah. He's a good-looking kid, learned how to fight. In fact, he not only learned how to fight, before he took on his training by Bas Rutten. If you don't know who that guy is, you don't know MMA. And Baz he's the liver guy. He would fucking fuck people up in the ring. He was big in the boxing ring. Probably one of the most dangerous guys to ever fight. Not because there's two guys above him, but he was brutal in the fucking ring. So I'm going to go ahead and share that right now. And let me stop sharing that for a second and then share the YouTube video. We're probably going to get claimed on this and I will delete it later. But I like this video of him talking about him because this is Baz on Joe Rogan talking about this kid back when nobody knew who he was. And that would change pretty quickly because he became a star because of the Netflix series. And he's a tough dude in real life. Kid is tough, but the nicest guy you ever met. That's Baz, by the way. This is Baz Rutten right here.
He's the lead actor of Night Agent. Did you hear about that new show on Netflix? It broke the top 5 of highest viewers ever from the top 5. So it's big. Gabriel Basso is his name. And he's a great actor. Was in Hillbilly Elegy. He was one of the main guys there.
He played J.D. Vance.
The story was about him. But anyway, this guy is a freak. Like, he trained 2.5 months with us. Yes, he had some experience before, but when you give him instructions, he immediatly does it. And like Kevin James is like one of those guys. But then this one,
yeah, because Kevin James did that movie. Bring on.
Here Comes the Boom.
Here Comes the Boom, and I fucking love that movie. And again, he was Kevin James' trainer, and he ends up in the movie, and he ends up playing one of Kevin James' best friends in the second Kevin James series, Here Comes Kevin, or whatever that fucking show is called. And I love that show until they fucked it up.
Like, when I came home, my wife said, "How is he?" I go, "He's me, but way better than me." And the way he hits, the first time I told him when I saw him, I say, if you get in a street fight, do not hit the person in the head. You're going to kill a guy. I mean, that's how hard he hits. 185, wow. He jacks my arms up. It's like bizarre. You know, but listening to instructions, immediately does everything you say. So he's on a movie set for 10 weeks, and he calls me. He says, "Hey, I'm going to be home in between before I start shooting the movie, the Netflix show. Like 10 days, I want to fight." Like, "You've been training?" He said, "A little bit on the back." I go, "You sure you want to do that?" I said, "Yeah, I just want to know how it feels." I go, "Okay, so let me make some phone calls." So I make a phone call. I got in contact with George Francis. He's owning a Thai.
And again, I'm going to pause it here, so see if I can stop them from claiming us. Baz Rutten has something close to a photography. It's like he's known for his liver punches and liver kicks, and he would like it looked like he crippled the person. He hit him so hard, and their whole body would crumble. Baz was just a fucking beast. And what's funny is he had to fight a guy that he was trained with, and they were friends. And this guy did this gesture to him in the ring. The guy was supposed to be a friend of his, does that to him. And he walked out there and decided not to win the fight immediately. He fucking decided to hurt this guy for doing that, being disrespectful to him. So he went out there and fucked this guy up, fucked him up. His face fucked up. And Baz, yeah, he is it's not the pancreas, it's the liver punch. That's what he's known for. And he's just a fucking beast. He really is. And he's funny as hell.
And we find a guy for him. He's 7-1.
Fred has to go. Bye, Fred.
Bye, Fred.
And I say, you want to do
Thanks
this?
for stopping by.
And they already asking me, are you sure? Because he never fought. I said, listen, man, the guy is a freak, but I don't know how he's going to perform under pressure, but that's always the big question mark. But it looks to me, since he's an actor and since he's dealing with pressure the whole time, I think it's going to be okay. But you never know. But I think it will be okay. Oh, there's him.
You keep talking.
This is the fight. This is the fight. Yeah. So he comes up with this song. The ta 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 ta. The Athletic Commission lady goes like, "That's a stupid song." And he goes, "Hey!" While he's walking up, "Hey, that's my song. Don't talk bad about my song." He's like completely like whatever.
Just very relaxed.
Yeah, and I tell him, I said, "What do? I say, go left hook to the head and across to the body." Boom. There's the liver shot starts. This is the very first time that he fought, right? So
and he's not that muscular yet either. He was just starting to get there, and then he beefed up for the TV show.
Then I want you to throw a left hook to the head, who's undefeated, 7-0, left hook, and then he throws a left hook with a cross to the body. And he comes from a movie set. He didn't train a lick. You got to know that as well, right? I mean, he hasn't been sparring. And then the second time of training.
Yeah, he's not that he hasn't. He's never sparred before this. This is like he's never sparred and went into his first fight. That's crazy.
Second day training, he broke his hand. Or he hurt his hand. No, I wanted the cross to the body.
Right there.
It's coming, boom.
And he was aiming for the liver there, and there he got him.
So now he gets an 8 count. And he's
a standing 8 count. And basically, he got a good shot in there on the liver, but not enough. And so Baz tells him from this corner, do that again. And he tells him the combination to use. And he fucking does it perfectly. And that's one of the things that impressed Baz is like, this kid takes corner direction like nobody I've ever seen. But I think that's because he's a fucking actor.
Looking at me, what do? I go, do the same thing. So it's a hook cross to the body. And then he just, once that connects, yeah, that guy afterwards went like that. I'd never been hit like this. Boom. Oh.
Good headshot.
It's funny how some people just have natural power. It's very weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but also without, like I said, without training, never been in there, just want to do this. I go, dude, are you sure? And then his right
does
hand,
great
he
punches.
the second day of training, which, by the way, he had only 7 days. There he goes. Yeah, this is it.
That's it.
Wow.
Just across.
Fight's over. Never been in a fight, never sparred, and the fucking guy takes that guy down with a liver punch. That's fucking incredible, dude. You misspelled it. That's all. It's pancreas. Okay, was the organization? Okay, pancreas. Oh, I wonder what it meant. Is it spelled that way? Never heard that. And this kid in this movie, other than Elle, is the only other actor that really went somewhere. And I like that, man. He's an impressive kid. And if you've
Well-
not watched The Night Agent, take your time and watch that show. Enjoy it. He does all of his own action scenes. What were you going to say, Martin?
No, you're right. Because the other one that has done something is the guy who's using the Walkman in the gas station. Character is
that
named
kid.
Green.
I forget who he is.
Oh,
what was
dude,
him?
he's in SEAL Team. Is SEAL Team? Let me recheck that.
Ryan Lee did a few things, but he just sort of disappeared. He's the one with the big teeth. And what was it? The character's name? What did you say his name was?
Breen. Breen.
All right, let me go look. And by the way, the guy that plays the second in command under Noah Emmerich is Richard T. Jones, who's been in a few things, but the thing he's best known for is he's on that TV show, not The Shield, what's it called? Rookie, which I liked only season 2. The rest of it's crap because they're full of shit, and all of their law enforcement shit. They're just like fucking wrong. And I'm like, you've got fucking technical advisors. Season 2 is the only one where they used what's his name's son, Yaphet Kotto's son.
Okay. This is the guy.
No, I haven't seen SEAL Team in a few years, so I don't.
So I'm looking at him already on my own over here. Oh, yeah. I know that guy. That's right. Yeah. He's not big, but he has definitely moved on. And yeah, he was in the show SEAL Team.
I think he was the replacement that has.
Oh,
issues.
my God. He's the asshole in the movie The Nice Guys that gets Blueface from the exploding money caplet. That's funnier than shit. I like the way he dies in that movie too. He's really good at playing assholes. Man. Another actor who's been around for a while, because look, Kyle Chandler, who plays the dad. You've got Ron Eldard, who's been one of my favorite actors since the 90s. He was in a little 2-season series called Men Behaving Badly, the American version. You've got Joel McKinnon Miller, who is probably best known by fans for, was it Precinct 99 or whatever it was called, New York cop series comedy.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And that's where most people tend to know him from. And let's see. And then I said Ron Eldard. Glenn Turman, who plays the science teacher, which you find out later is also was part of the program the Air Force was running. And then, of course, Noah Emmerich, who plays the villainous Colonel Nellick. And by the way, you know how I am about military being made out to be villains. And I said, it kind of annoyed me with this movie, but then I reminded myself they're Air Force, so I stopped caring.
Hey.
They're going to tell you, man.
My dad was Air Force. Fuck off. No.
Now here, my son was too.
Yeah.
Sean.
I know.
And but here's where I stand with it. We refer to them in the other branches as the chair force. Marines and Army also refer to them as civilians in uniform. But I don't have a problem with the personnel. My problem with the Air Force is when the Senate subcommittee told the Air Force and the CIA to turn over all their information, all their records for UFOs, UAPs, and the Air Force and CIA refused. That makes them the villain of the story. And that's why with this movie, they're kind of being honest because the Air Force are shitheads when it comes. And it's not this individual personnel. It's the fucking governance of the Air Force is the problem. And it's just like, the Navy is more honest than the Air Force when it comes to releasing information on UAPs. And they, of course, ran Operation Blue Book. which became something else later when they shut it down in '69. It's not like that was going away. They're not going to fucking stop. They just turned it over to naval intelligence, and they're worse than the CIA. I mean, Air Force intelligence. They absolutely are worse than the CIA, and the CIA is pretty bad. But as far as personnel go, and that's why I kind of feel bad for some of these fucking grunts in the movie that are Air Force getting smoked in the movie. Because boy, that alien did not like them.
No.
They were the only ones he killed, really. Everybody he kept tied up in his cage.
To eat them.
Yes. Thank you, Anima. We see the creature eating a leg.
Yes.
And one of the other kid, the pyromanic say, "Oh, he's eating a person." Yes. And then they are, oh.
But do you know whether or not that was from an Air Force personnel or not?
I don't care.
The creature gets that close to eating Elle Fanning's character.
Dude, you could be sympathetic to the alien just to that point. Until when you see that, say, fuck that shit. We need to kill it before it calls his friends. And they come here and eat us.
Because the alien thinks all people are bad. It takes the kid to shout at the alien that not everybody's horrible.
Basically, the alien idea came from JJ. And he felt, because they couldn't figure it out, because the whole idea came to fruition because he had actually, years before, him and his buddy, Matt, had fixed the 8mm films of Steven Spielberg. And it's something Kathleen Kennedy issued to them to do when they were young. So they fixed, because they were the best known at the time, 8mm filmmakers, young ones. What was their nickname? They didn't have beards. Filmmakers without beards, I think, was the nickname that they were given. And so Kathleen Kennedy gave them that job. And basically, they finished that. And that's if you go on IMDb and look for the 8mm films by Steven Spielberg, J.J. Abrams and his buddy Matt Reeves, were the ones who cleaned it up. And they grew up together. They met in middle school. They lived on the same, like, across the street from each other. And JJ, I will tell you what, man, for the shithead that he is, he's good with his friends. He's stuck by their sides. And his childhood best friend was the cop in Heroes, the fat cop.
Mm.
That's his best childhood friend. They grew up together, like next door to each other. And they played Star Wars in the yard all the time. And but I just don't think he's very good at film, and I think he's woke as fuck. Mostly, maybe because of his wife. Mostly.
Oh, you beat me to it.
So, oh God, the girl that played Peg, she's a pretty girl. Britt Flatmo. And what did she go on to do? Because she looks so familiar. No, I didn't like that show.
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't like that show. Didn't like that one. Didn't like that one. No. 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 No.
Nothing
no,
good.
No. Super 8. No. Nothing. Oh, one show I thought was halfway decent. She was in one episode of Medium. Yeah, the rest of it's just crap that she worked on. Let's see. So I want to go back to these. Was this 1979 as well? It swept. Oh, Rocky 2. Yeah. All that jazz was all about how you can't cheat death. Moonraker, the Muppet Movie, Driller Killer, etc. I've never, and I know the movie. I've never seen Driller Killer. It's not my type of movie. Not a big fan of slasher films. I think there's really no story there. If you want to tell, I like crime stories where you have people trying to. The reason why I liked Saw was the police element in it. I thought that was good. 1970 was the first time audiences get to see the Muppets, on the silver screen. The Muppet Movie. Anima, I don't know if she's ever seen it, but we will cover it because one, Drew Struzan did all of the Muppet Movie posters. and for that reason alone, I will watch them.
Yay! Gary's giving me a day off. That's so nice.
And they're really good stories. They're really good stories. Well written. So there we go. That was it for those that with stars on them. Of course, there are ones that I starred. The Onion Field, The Electric Horseman. I love The Onion Field because I'm a big fan of Joseph Wamba. He's one of my favorite writers. And he's a former cop. And he writes about law enforcement. And they're very gritty, realistic stories. I love the movie Electric Horseman, but I have so much trouble watching it now because I still haven't, because Jane Fonda's in it. I cannot stand her. Yeah. Regatta de Blanc wrote that book. Yep.
Oh, if ever a movie needed a 4K, The Black Hole.
It was Disney's attempt to do Star Wars, and they made a movie. It was so fucking dark that people were like, at Disney, people that worked there were terrified of releasing that movie. Yeah, Black Hole is a classic. I love the almost Phantom of the Opera element of the ship's captain, played by Austrian actor
Maximilian Schell.
No, Maximilian
Schell. Yes.
And I think it's one of his best performances as the mad scientist. He's kind of Nemo. In many ways,
he is Nemo.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Thank you,
Zach.
Zach.
Has been here for 49 months. But hey, don't get excited. It's not 50 yet. It's not good until it's 50. Awesome. Zach says just became a member. No, Stream Elements, you're full of shit. He's been a member for a while.
Always. It's the same to Stream Elements, which is stupid.
One of my favorite characters that he's ever played, though, is in the movie A Bridge Too Far, as the German Wehrmacht commander. And he had a heart, even though he had the skull on his hat. He had a heart. He gave a shit. Because some Wehrmacht officers had the skull. And he did not like the SS. Was profoundly despised them. Yeah. And the last film I remember him in was the movie Deep Impact, when he plays the reporter's dad, and she chooses, rather than escape, to go be with her dad when he dies, and she dies with him. Last word she says, "Daddy." Oh yeah, it's an amazing cast. So some people considered that a negative thing. I didn't. I had no problem with it. Having an all-star cast. I thought it was fucking cool that these movie stars get to play a character based on a real person and bring their story, just their story, forward. James Caan's one of my favorite characters because even though they changed a couple of things to that story, 90% it was fairly accurate of that character story. His name was Charles, not Eugene, like they have it in the movie. And it is an Irishman that pulled a gun on a surgeon and says, "If you don't work on my captain, I will shoot you." And the guy took him seriously.
Yeah.
I like
the cool thing is
the surgeon. Would you have shot me?
And he salutes him. He doesn't say anything. I love that.
And then he walks him over to the MP. He says, "I want you to arrest this man by pulling this gun on me and threatening
for
to kill
10
me."
seconds.
And he says, "And I want you to hold him for 10 seconds and then release him and give him his weapon back." And that really happened. It really did happen. I love that.
The sergeant gives it back to him. He's like, "I believe this is yours," and hands it over. Such a cool scene.
Yeah, good film. Good film.
I'm looking forward to talking about it.
This is a movie I've been wanting to do for a while, Cross of Iron, because one of my favorite English actors, I just forgot his name. Oh my God, he was in The Omen. He was in. He played the. Oh, I just forgot the alien with the weird looking necks.
Oh,
Cardassian.
yeah.
He was the Cardassian. That it's the 4 lights or 5 lights, whatever.
David Warner.
Yeah,
David fucking Warner. David Warner plays Colonel Kissel in that movie, and I thought that was really fucking cool. Because on the Kraut side of the family, it's said that way with the hard E at the end.
The Kraut.
Because they only have one L. The side from the other side of the Alsace-Lorraine have 2 L's at the end. And it's got a G too in some places. David Warner was amazing, man. One of my favorite actors ever. He played the greatest version of Bob Cratchit in the history of all the Christmas carols. I fucking loved it. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Yeah, I remember the scene where James Caan threatens to shoot. It's a doctor. He's a surgeon. If he doesn't treat his friend and save him. Yep. Because he plays, I'll blow your
fucking brain off. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot.
And
how was that movie not rated R? I'm surprised they got away with
some of the
PG.
language and the gore.
Yeah.
It has one of my favorite fucking Saving Private Ryan moments when they're in the boats going across. And they use the real boats, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't use the ones from World War II. Those were built for the movie, but they were built exactly like those boats. And the actors had the exact same problem with the boats that the real soldiers had. And I thought that was neat that that's in the movie. But when you see John Ratzenberger, the last time you see him is in the boat, and he gets shot in the eye and his face spins towards the camera and blood sprays on the lens. And
Yeah,
it was one of
it's like a
the
jump
most
scare. It's gnarly. Yeah.
And it's really graphic. And I like that in the movie. And powerful fucking movie. It really is. If you ever see that movie Lady in a Cage. Oh yeah, it's James Caan's first movie. Yeah. It's the lady gets stuck in her home elevator, which is a cage. And while they invade her home, these fucking thugs. And it's a really good fucking movie. And I forget the famous actress that was in the cage. Famous actress from America. She was getting older, and I like that movie a lot. I have that movie. I own it. I fucking love that movie. And James Caan gets what he deserves in the movie. I like that. Red Line 70 was what brought James Caan to the screen and made him recognizable to the audiences. I'll tell you who else made him a star. One person made him a star. Do you guys know who it is?
No.
John Wayne.
Oh yeah.
And they were good. They became good friends, even though they almost got into a fist fight because Caan was a big player of chess. So was John Wayne. And so they would play chess between scenes. And he apparently thought John was cheating and called him out for it. You're a fucking cheater. And you're a liar, saying you're not, and it nearly came to blows. But the rest of the cast intervened and stopped it from escalating. Caan was a fucking fighter, man, a real fighter. He did not mind getting into brawls. He'd been arrested a few times. You didn't know that. In fact, he started hanging out when he was prepping for The Godfather. He started hanging out with real gangsters, and he ended up being investigated by the FBI. True story.
Yep.
They absolutely had reports on him because of his association with underworld types, famous, well-known, being well-investigated underworld ties.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
He has the line in the movie. He was in a goddamn FBI. I don't respect nothing. The reason why that sounds so real is because of that. It was because the FBI was looking at him.
And he thought it was funny that they were investigating. He's like, I'm not a fucking mobster. I'm just rubbing elbows with them. And they liked him because he talked the talk. He was a street kid, you know? And I love him. But anyway, he played Mississippi in one of the remakes of I think that was that El Dorado? It's the one with Robert Mitchum.
Yeah. I keep getting them mixed up because there's
Well,
two
Dean
movies
Martin
that are so similar.
was Rio. I think that was either Rio Bravo or El Dorado. I can't remember which one's which. The names, because it's the same fucking movie.
It is, yeah.
And in the first film, he had singer Bobby Darin in it, or
Ricky Nelson.
Ricky Nelson, yeah. And terrible actor. He was born into a family of comedic actors and became famous for his music. And he, I just didn't think he was all that good in it, to be honest with you. And then the director felt he could make it better. And he remade it again, but instead of Dean Martin, this time he used Robert Mitchum. But trust me, he didn't give up remaking that movie. He remade it. Technically, he made the movie 4 times with 3 remakes. Hi, Sally. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's good to see you. Yeah, 1979 was the Concorde movie. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's a movie that has different versions.
I told Anima that I've made this mistake twice in my life. In 1977, my dad and I went to see Airport 77 right before we left the United States to go overseas on a flight over the ocean.
Oh, no.
And huge mistake. And then when I was leaving Washington, the day before I left my the ambulance company I worked for as a paramedic, a guy brought in the movie Alive, which is a movie about that
the football
Peruvian
team.
football team flying across the Andes and crashes, and then some of them survived by eating fat off of the ass of some of those that died.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, and they've said not everybody partook in it, and I believe them, but because there was a conflict between some of the people and the others who were doing it.
The ones that didn't do it, they end up dying.
They refused to eat human flesh.
Yeah, they refuse and die of malnutrition.
Yep. And
that would be me.
Yeah, The Tin Drum is a fucking horrifying film that I believe broke laws when they made it with having an underage actor involved with sexual acts and with nudity. And that young man would go on to play the elf character, the Puck-like character in Legend.
Mm-hmm.
And he was 17 when he made that movie, Legend. And the other film was done, what? Years before. No, wait. How old was he? I forget. Let me go look it up. That's going to drive me crazy. But again, I'm going to point out about this movie, Steven Spielberg absolutely backseat directed or drove that movie. And because he didn't want JJ fucking it up. So here we go. Legend. Are you serious? Go fuck yourself. I put up the movie Legend, and the movie Legend with Tom Hardy pops up before Legend with Tom Cruise. It's like the one that's older should be first. IMDb has its head up its ass. I cannot stand the way they classify things on that website. I really fucking hate it. So where is that kid here? David Bennett.
David Bennett, yeah.
And He was born in 66. So you can do the math from 79 to, was it 85 when they made Legend? Is that right? 85? 85. Technically, it was made in 84. So there is a 78 for Tin Drum and 84 for Legend. Oh, you're doing math on a calculator, you cheating bitch. Did you get the answer? Because it's 12 years for Tin Drum. Who was working the calculator?
I'm not doing anything.
I don't have one.
Somebody, I heard a 10 key calculator, I swear to God.
I just heard somebody type on a keyboard.
I was typing, but I don't have a calculator. You know.
Oh,
I can
you.
figure out 66 to 79 in my head without a calculator. I might be from South Carolina, but I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, but we could hear you type because your background noise doesn't get filtered for whatever weird reason.
So anyway, he was 18 when he did Legend, but he was 13 or 14. No, 12. He was 12 when he did Tin Drum. Because he was 13 when it got released. He was 12 when he shot it. So there you go. Hair. God, I fucking hate that movie. I love some of the music, man, but I fucking hate that musical. I hate the fucking play. I hated the movie, which is just the play. Because I fucking hate hippies. And people go,
they smell weird.
I don't like them because they were around me as a kid and they were gross. They smelled awful. You know, somebody said they smell like patchouli. I went, no, they smell like weed and sweat and smegma. They had an odor that was pungent and unpleasant. And they tended to be okay with each other because their senses were desensitized to their fucking body stink. They were
you get nose blind. If you stink, you won't smell the others.
Yeah, because they all smelled the same. And Zoe was like, I want to be a hippie. I went, you want to not bathe and smell bad and not take care of your hair and have lice all the time? That's what you want to do? That's not what hippies are. I said, yeah, that's fucking hippies.
Yeah, they were.
And that's just the best part of it.
Oh, you want the Hollywood. You want to be the Hollywood version of hippies. Love, peace, love, and all that shit. No, that's not what hippies are. And so she goes, well, I guess I'll just stick to being punk. And I'm like,
dude,
I have balls of shit on my ass that are more punk than you.
Dude.
Those are called dingleberries for those.
Stop it.
Things I never needed to learn.
Now, you have met hippies too, so you surely know this. Hippies are mean. One of the meanest people.
Well, they
you
can
know.
be. You can be because guess what? Manson and his group were hippies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, absolutely. And
Beckman's girl's here.
Hey, Beckman's girl, how you doing? 1979, Escape from Alcatraz, great fucking movie. Yeah, great fucking movie, man. And you know what he didn't say in that movie, Slasher Fred? That he was too old for this shit. yourself a bidet. All right, Sally, let me tell you a quick story. I did not know what a bidet was. So I am
Here we
in
go.
Spain. I am in Spain. We were in Malaga. And our hotel room, we stayed in a really nice hotel. And this was an ancient building. I mean, it was hundreds of years old. And I loved this place. But the bathroom, when we walked through, because you go into the living area of the hotel room, and then you walk through the bathroom into the bedroom. And so when I walked through the bathroom, I stopped and looked over, and there were 2 toilets. And I'm like, what's this? And so I walked into the bathroom, and I look, and there's little pedals at the bottom of one of the toilet-looking thing. So I looked at that, and I pushed the pedal down with my foot, and water squirted up.
Oh no!
And so my dad comes walking into the fucking bathroom, and I'm drinking. I'm like, you got a water fountain toilet in here. And I'm drinking. My dad goes, no, son, no, buddy, no. And I'm like, what? You know, and this is what led to my dad saying later, what is it with you in bathrooms? Because so many weird fucking things have happened to me in bathrooms. Nothing perverse, just fucking weird and funny.
Dude, you have so fucked up stories about bathroom. We could do a segment in the show with an intro.
Gary and his bathroom stories.
Yes.
That's right.
Gary's bathroom story.
I was in a bathroom when I got this scar right here because Eric, who was the eldest son of my mom's best friend, and his older sister was babysitting us, even though I was already like having thoughts about her at the age of 7. And I told you, Danny, I was a perverted kid early on. I was thinking about girls while little boys were thinking about G.I. Joe all the time and shit like that. I was looking at girls. I was a girl watcher. I was a girl watcher. And so Eric and I went to take cross-stream pisses in the bathroom because he was really one of my best friends. And we went in there, we had a sword fight with pee in the toilet.
And why?
And he finished off, and I'm still peeing. And he turns, and when he starts to go out the door, he hits the light and shuts the door. And because of the incident with my brother Jim, which I famously told the other day, the full story, I panicked and I spun. I'm sure I got pee all over the place when I did it because my packer was still out and I was still peeing. And I spun around and grabbed the door to rip it open. And when I did, I hit myself right in the fucking face. And I was bleeding all over the place. But guess what? The older sister was like bandaging me and like holding my head and putting ice on my head and really doting on me. And I was just like, I need to get hurt like this more often. This is great. And once again, another bathroom story. Gary learned he could get water delivered to the back door that day. Okay, give him the video. Give her the video.
I'm on it. Okay.
Yeah, instead of back door, it's bathroom, Gary.
We have 2 new ones, Martin, in case you haven't seen them.
Okay.
Donnie, there's your alley. Go around to the back door.
There you go.
And there are a total of 2 in that movie. Time for me to make some more coffee.
Okay. Jesus Christ. You're in bathrooms.
No, seriously, man. My dad fucking said that to me because so much stuff happens to me around bathrooms. Funny shit. It's always funny. Like, you know, I'm out in front of the Louvre, and they had a public restroom that was slightly raised off the ground. It's those little partitions that are held up by, you know, block steel and with a steel frame. And they were more like a really thick greenish plastic sheets of this stuff. It was about that thick. And you would go in, and the only light you could get was through the bubbled transparent plexiglass domes over top. There was no lights in this place, just the external light. And the problem was it was a stormy day, and I walked into the stall when I the guy finished. I walked in there, and I stepped forward looking for the toilet, and I'm like looking, and then my foot fell into a hole. And I went out to tell my dad my foot was wet, and I fell into a hole, and I couldn't find the toilet. And he went, "Son, that was the hole. What's the toilet?" So we had to go all the way back to the hotel, and I had to change my clothes, and it was gross.
Okay.
I thought we were going to talk about this movie.
Well, Sander,
Hey,
here
look,
we go.
everybody's welcome to jump in anytime they fucking want.
Okay.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, don't. He knows where he's going. Go ahead and finish your thought, Stephen.
All right. I do have a connection to this film. I was an extra in the first movie Kyle Chandler was ever in. And it is which is a movie called Quiet Victory, the Charlie Wiedemeyer story. And it is available on Amazon. You can see it. It's there. He's in the third act. It's a small part, but he's there. And I'm in the background of a crowd shot about 70, 75 minutes into the movie. But yeah, so that's my small connection to this film.
I'm looking for it. What was the name of it again?
Quiet Victory, the Charlie Wiedemeyer story. It was a made-for-TV film in 1988.
Got it right here, 1988.
Mhm.
Quiet Victory, the Charlie Wiedemeyer.
Yeah.
Wiedemeyer. And a real-life story about a high school teacher and football coach who is diagnosed with, ALS. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
And, by the way, another actor, of course, that's suffering from this right now is he was from the show The Last Ship, the captain.
Mhm.
And he has ALS. And he made a statement recently that was published, I think, in Variety, that he says, I'm not even living my life anymore. I am now here to just talk about this disease and to, help push for work on a cure, and I'm like, that disease has been around for a long time. Yeah. Eric Dane. I feel bad for the guy because that disease should be curable by now.
Cancer should be curable by now.
Well, there is one scene, Sander, and it's when he gets on his bike and rides across the street to his house from his buddy's house. That's the only time you really see him do it. And I do believe that this film helped inspire the making of Netflix's Stranger Things.
Oh, for sure.
It really feels like they borrowed from this movie a lot.
Allegedly.
Well, everybody steals from everybody out there. I mean, let's be honest.
but
Every movie. Every
room.
movie is just parts of other movies,
Wait.
Oh, yeah. There's not been an original idea since the Bible.
Yeah.
The room where the kids play in the first season of Stranger Things is almost Elliot's room. So
From E.T.?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Stealing from Spielberg is pretty typical. Well, every disease has been around for a while, yeah. Not the new ones, but they should be cured too. This bullshit that ALS is still. Well, it's not that many people that suffer from it. Isn't it enough when just one? But people in government. That's how they think.
Why are you not on here with us, Shanatsky?
He must be working.
I connected him last night with my daughter for a project he's wanting to work on, and he wanted to pick my daughter's brain because the primary audience that he is focusing on is her age group. So he wanted to talk to her. So
You mean 16-year-old?
Yeah, right. Because she's acting like she's 15, 16 years old, driving me nuts. And I've said it to her. I said, I'd like to know when you're going to stop acting like a 15-year-old. I said, because you're going to
She
be
did
30
not
in
like that.
less than 4 years. No, she didn't. You could see it on her face. Anima got to, she sits in on my conversations with my daughter, and she sees how my parenting works. But she never will stop listening to me. She won't. My baby girl listens to me when I talk because she knows, and I've said it to her, and you were there when I said it to her. I said, one day you're not going to have me doing this, and you're not going to be relieved. You're going to fucking miss it.
I only said your name once, Shanatsky. I only said it once. I didn't say it 3 times. Yet you're here.
Wait. So I want to say, oh, what? Okay, go ahead.
Sagacious 6 is here.
6.
It's sexy.
Good to see you. And those
Yes,
things.
it is. Oh man, you have been missed so much, 6. Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
And welcome, Shanatsky.
But we need her obsessions over Buffy the Vampire Slayer to even things out.
Yeah, I always feel bad that the only Buffy I enjoyed was the movie that came out in the early 90s. And
You liked Angel, though, right?
But I loved Angel as a show.
It's
Fucking
the better
enjoyed that show.
series. Yeah.
I just didn't like some of this absurd silliness of the movie, that because it took itself too seriously, and it's really not. And but Angel had the right tone, and I did really like the original movie because it was a comedy, straightforward comedy, and Joss Whedon hated it for that reason.
Kill him a lot.
Buffy had too much high school drama for me, and by the time Angel came out, they were already out of high school and kind of grown up, so that made it way better. Focus on the story and not on the teenager shit.
Here's Sander Hammerslag with the real questions.
Yes, there were, but I will tell you, they weren't obtrusive. They were more like this kind of lens flares you would see from real light, and on that specific lens. The lens, I forget which reflex lens they used. It was the same one that the DP used on John Carpenter films, like Halloween, The Thing. I forget his fucking name.
Dean
it starts
Cundy?
with thank you, Dean Cundy. It was Dean Cundy. I knew it was a C name. And I was going to make a joke going, it's like cunt something. But
I thought you'd never forget Cundy.
Yeah. Because Dean Cundy said, used lighting and the lens that would give you these wonderful lens flares that, again, weren't obtrusive, but instead it kind of gave you a little bit of life to the shots. JJ doesn't understand shit like that, and it just fucking annoys me. He puts the lens flare right where you're supposed to be looking.
He wants to be showy, and he wants to be Spielberg, and that's been his problem. He never wanted to be J.J. Abrams.
It's true. It's very true. And he will never be Spielberg, even though I don't like Spielberg. I do like some of his films. But Dean Cundy, and it is Cundy, by the way, and he's just a great DP. And I don't know if he's still working, but I know he was working for a while. And when and it wasn't like unceremoniously, he just stopped working with Carpenter. It just happened. And it made me sad because those two made great movies together. And it may have been very well because John Carpenter got screwed really bad by the studio system. And Cundy was like, I need work that'll pay me well. And so he went on and started doing more studio work. He was the DP on Roadhouse, the updated video version that was done in 06. He did Garfield the movie back in 04 with Bill Murray as the voice.
That shit made bank, so, you know, from a money-making perspective, good choice.
Well, he did some Disney stuff. Kippendorf's Tribe. He did Flubber. He did The Parent Trap, the remake. He was involved in the video game Steven Spielberg's director's chair, and it was his lens work that was used within the video game. Apollo 13. He worked on a film that's really not that bad. I shouldn't make fun of it, but I don't think it was all that great either. It was Casper, the Friendly Ghost. And I said, apparently, according to that movie, he was Casper the Friendly Kid first. I mean, they even show like how he dies. I'm like, why would you do that? So, he did
my favorite Casper theorem was that he was actually Rich because they were basically drawn in the exact same style of a very similar face.
Now, let me tell you something, though. One film that he did with Spielberg where it is obvious who the DP is the movie Hook. All of his telltale ways of setting up shots were used in that movie, including lens flares. He worked on Back to the Future 2 and 3, but I don't know if he did 1. He did the original Roadhouse. He was the DP on that.
Roadhouse.
He was a DP on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And he was the DP on a film that we've covered here on Military Monday, Project X, with the chimpanzees being used to test pilot. He, of course, the work he did with Carpenter was amazing. Last film he did with him was Big Trouble in Little China, 1986.
Oh my God. Read this one.
What?
Nobody likes J.J. Abrams. Not even.
Yeah, he's in a
J.J.
shit
Abrams.
house nowadays. And what's great is it's finally spreading, you know, mouth to mouth, like, you know, plurbius. He is a shit. He's a shit stirrer that wastes money. And finally, he's reaching the end of his tenure as a high-paid director or producer.
Yeah, we really showed him with his mansion and millions.
Slasher Fred writes, Gene Kundley had worked on. Yes, he worked on. That's where he met Spielberg. Was working on Tales of the Crypt, and what's the other guy? The gentleman who did Superman. I just forgot his name.
Richard Donner.
Richard Donner, because it's through Richard Donner that he met Spielberg. But Dean Kundey is just an amazing fucking cinematographer. So let's go all the way back. He did another film I love. Oh God, let me go back a ways here with him, because he's worked on some really cool shit over the years. Creature from Black Lake is a movie I liked a lot. And I think that was the first one of his. Yeah, that was the first one of his films that I liked. And then he did. I didn't like that movie. No. I read it. Goodbye, Franklin High. It was an okay film, that coming of age kind of movie, and so I watched it. Then he did Halloween, and that was when he was on the map for me. And see that movie. Oh, that's a terrible movie. Roller Boogie. God, that's an awful movie. Anyway, then he did The Fog, which I loved the lighting in that movie. Then he did Galaxina with what's her name, Stratton. She got murdered before the movie got released. And then he did another movie I loved, Without Warning. It's a really good sci-fi alien film, Invasion. Then he did Escape from New York. He did a movie called Separate Ways, which I saw, didn't like, but it's a really well-directed, well-shot, well-acted movie. Halloween 2, of course. Then he did The Thing. And The Thing is absolutely my favorite film with his DP work. Then he also directed the photography for Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Let's see. Skip those. Not good. Not good. Psycho 2. I love that movie. It's, in my opinion, one of the best sequels. It's in that list of the best sequels ever made. I don't think it surpassed the original film, but it was a really good sequel. Then he did another film I fucking love, DC Cab, with Gary Busey and Superior Baldwin and Mr. T.
First R-rated movie I ever saw in theaters. DC Cab.
Not mine, but mine was in '82. Blade Runner was the first R-rated film I ever saw without my dad, because I just turned 18. Romancing the Stone, which is a great movie, a lot of fun. Let's see, Back to the Future. Oh, the movie Warning Sign. Love that movie. Big Trouble in Little China, which was the last movie again that he did with Carpenter. Then he did Project X. Let's move forward a little bit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Roadhouse. Tales from the Crypt. One episode. Which episode was it? Because I bet it's one of them I liked. And All Through the House. It was the Christmas one. He did all the Back to the Futures. He did another weird movie that I did enjoy, but it's weird. Nothing But Trouble with Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, and Chevy Chase. And Demi Moore. Demi Moore is in it. He did Hook, which is another film by Spielberg that I did like. And Robin Williams made that movie for me. And Dustin Hoffman's really good as Hook.
Rufio.
He was the DP for Death Becomes Her. Great DP work. And Apollo 13. And then we already went over the ones he did after that. And I guess he's still working, even though I would have retired by now. His last film was The Magic Shop, short film shot in 23. And he worked on the Mandalorian TV series, 3 episodes. He did all for the shitty season 3.
Aw.
Yeah, the really crappy season. So none that I will watch again, sadly. And the other thing I always liked about him, he had dark hair and a white beard. Like almost jet black hair, naturally. He didn't color it. It was jet black, and then from right here at the sideburns, white.
I know so many people who go white or gray in the beard first, and the head stays dark or natural. It's weird.
Okay, here he is working on Jurassic Park. Let me pull this one up for you.
Look who's in the chat. Real Das Wolfen.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hey.
I was too tired last night to join you guys. So there he is. And that's what I was talking about. And he had no mustache at the time. It was just the beard and the jet black hair.
You need to put it on the stage, Gary. It's not doing it.
I'm not in there. I tell you, I get thrown out of the studio when it happens. So when I share something, somebody needs to fucking put it up for me.
Martin did it. Oh yeah, that is wow. Black and white. That looks so fake.
This is when he started getting gray. That's when he's young, right there. That is Escape from New York. And by the way, this guy right here on the far right, anybody know who that is?
Stephen Ford, right?
Yep, Stephen Ford. Gerald R. Ford's son, the actual former president of the United States.
Yeah, he's in Black Hawk Down as well. Yeah.
There you go. I think that's fucking cool. Oh, someone's I'm trying to figure what that is. Oh, just
food for
Snorty. Okay.
Yeah, he's feeding Snorty.
I thought for a second there he was doing a version of Space Invaders game. Looks like.
That's a lot of
Matt
seafood.
Damon. That is a lot of seafood. The photo is from Escape from New York, 1981. Well, I fucking know that. I said that. John, what's up? Yep, I'm a big fan of Escape from New York. It's in my top 5. Number 1, Blade Runner. Number 2, The Thing. Number 3, Escape from New York. Number 4 is Big Trouble in Little China, and number 5 is Duelists by Ridley Scott. So Ridley Scott and John Carpenter hold the top 5 positions.
Rightfully so, I would say.
As long as Ridley doesn't write the script, you're good.
So the end of the movie, I'm going to go into this real quick. The end of this movie is basically the end of Close Encounters. Including
Except the aliens
watching...
Except we didn't see the aliens in Close Encounter eating humans.
Well, again, that whole part was based loosely on Steven Spielberg's idea for Night Skies. So all this movie was Steven Spielberg with JJ talking a little bit about his childhood and his friends. And the best thing about this film is the casting and the visual effects.
Yeah. There are too many plot holes. Unimaginative writing.
If only those plot holes were all in JJ.
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So Larry Fong of the Fong family. If that means anything, I don't know. Larry Fong, unsurprisingly, is Asian. And he has worked on a few things. He did Death of a Unicorn, which I have and I plan to watch. He did a film I'm not interested in, Damsel. He did Kong Skull Island, which I liked.
That was a good one.
Film I've never heard of, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. He did that one for the live action portion. The Tomorrow War, which I liked.
Didn't see that one.
A movie I haven't seen, Battle at Big Rock. And he did The Predator, which is a terrible, terrible movie, but it did look good. I will give him that. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. He was the DP on that. And Super 8, and another Zack Snyder movie that I actually liked was Sucker Punch.
I never saw Sucker Punch, so I have no idea how to feel about it.
Another film I liked is Watchmen. Back when Zack could fucking direct. 300. He was the DP on that.
Probably his best movie.
He was DP on for 9 episodes of a crappy series known as Lost. I could only make it through part of the first season, then I gave up. He did the movie Sleepwalkers. I don't remember that movie. Oh, 1 episode. It was a TV series. He did some music video work. He worked with Soundgarden and Iggy Pop. He worked on Red Shoe Diaries back in the early 90s. He worked with Prince and the new Power Generation instead of the Revolution. Did a music video with them. He worked with the band Mr. Big. He worked with Van Halen for the song Right Now. Technically, that's Van Hagar. And he worked with REM, Losing My Religion. Close. And that's the first thing he's got credit for, working on that one.
Oh, Losing My Religion, was it Tarsem? I think the director guy worked on that.
I have a question for you, Gary.
All right. Gary,
Yes.
did you talk to Mark about doing a thing? Really want to see whatever that ends up being. Well, I talk to Mark all the time, both Marks, Mark Sinter and Mark D'Antonio. I met both those guys through Don, and I consider them good friends. I like those guys. And Mark D'Antonio, he kind of talked about it that one night when you were watching his show, where he and I nerded out for a few hours and hung out together. And it was so much fun. He gave me a grand tour of his home and home studio. And I'm like, it's like that scene from Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? Yep. I love that guy. Sagacious 6 with a $20 super sticker that I can't even fucking see.
Martin, what is it?
Thank you, Six.
It's a yes. Thank you, Six. And now I will try
What
to
is it?
describe it. It's a kneeling person spreading love.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
Oh,
Six.
damn.
Thank you so much.
We love you too,
Thank you
Six.
very much.
Well, I needed to know before I thanked her if it was a rose or a pile of shit.
She likes
No,
the
that's-
pilot shit a lot.
That's the $2 one, Scary. That's
Yeah.
a 20 that
Okay.
she's giving us.
Hey, Gingish.
I want to know when you're gonna fucking do another stream because a lot of people were excited by you streaming, and I kind of want to hang out with you again. Damn it!
I wish I could watch them, but you're so late. The last one was so late for me. I'd love to be there when you do that.
One of these days, for your military money, you should review the original To Be or Not to Be. I like the one with Jack Benny.
I like the one with Arnold.
And I like the Mel Brooks song.
Donna Summer came out with her hit single Bad Girl in '79. You know what shocks me? I was in middle school and for the first part of '79. And as it was the last part of the year, our science teacher would allow us to bring albums into class. And I brought in Billy Joel, I think Turnstiles. I'm not sure which one, but I played it for you, Anima, the album I brought in. And I'm still talking about this one. Hold on. And our science teacher allowed one of the girls to bring in Donna Summer's album. And she starts doing that orgasm sounds. And every single boy in that class was like this.
Oh my.
We're looking at each other like, what is going on here? So, and what we heard at the time back in '79 was that she was actually either masturbating or having sex when they recorded that audio. And I don't know if that's true or not. I'm assuming it's another one of those, old, what do they call that? Where they're fake stories that people, urban legend.
Urban legend.
Yeah.
Like J.J. Abrams was ever talented. That's an urban legend.
Yeah, I played some one of my favorite songs by Kate Bush, and Anima hated it, which scared me. I don't know if I can love a woman that doesn't like Kate Bush's music.
I've already
don't.
forgotten it, so.
Dude, Six is responding to you. Says, I want you to come and hang out again. So
I do too. I had so much fun hanging out with her that night. I had a blast. Just, she is so fucking funny, and people just don't know how funny she is until you watch her talk or listen to her
Well,
talk.
I wanted to watch a replay, but it was already gone.
Bye, Penny.
Bye. Listen,
Penny.
I like running up that hill, but I did not want to hear it a billion times thanks to Stranger Things either.
Well, that's the theme for what's her name? That's her theme.
Yeah.
And so I actually enjoyed it because it made that song have a second life. And it went to #1 because of that show. And I'm like, good for her. Because I felt like Kate Bush kind of got robbed of her celebrity. And that show brought her back into conversation. I knew her because of Peter Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
I found that song because of a band called Within Temptation, because that was one of their earlier songs, and they covered her. I found, this is a cover? Let me hear that.
Yeah, there's another band that did a good cover of it, a straightforward rock song cover, which I really liked. I hate that movie. Just fucking hate that movie.
I never saw it, and in my
it?
head, I just see Kramer from Seinfeld fighting Kramer from Seinfeld.
You have a twisted mind.
I'm just staring at you now, Szymanski. My fave Kate Bush from that album, Cloud Bursting. Yeah, good song. Also, the year Nosferatu the Vampire, Werner Herzog version, 2 versions by him. He did the German version, and then he would turn right around and shoot the same scene, but in English. And all the actors were multilingual. And they had to be able to do that. Yeah, I love the stuff that he did with her. And in particular, the song that she performed with him on his So album. Because Don't Give Up is just it's actually Zoe's second favorite Peter Gabriel song of all time. She loves his cover of the song The Book of Love. That's her number one favorite song that he's ever put out. And she loved Mercy Street and Don't Give Up. Those are her three favorite Peter Gabriel songs.
I'm really partial to Steam and Sledgehammer myself.
Well, I like that song a lot because it's about fucking.
Exactly.
But that season is all about Eddie blasting Metallica on top. Oh my God, yeah. And he learned how to do that. And then he actually went and played the song with the band. And I showed Anima the video where he got to play with them. It was like a dream come true for this guy to get to do that. And he says, I've been practicing for days because I don't want to fuck this up. That is funny. And he still plays guitar, by the way.
A lot of actors do that, though. When they have to play something, they actually learn that one song.
And
like Sean Young did for Blade Runner when she plays the piano. She learned to play that. And I love when actors do that. That's dedication.
I like the way you say dedication.
Dedication.
Yeah, there's not an album ever made by Peter Gabriel that I don't love with all my heart. I am an absolute Peter Gabriel fan. I fucking love that shit. And by the way, should I share the song today before we go? The most recent one that I put through the system and reproduce the album. It's still exactly the same as the original, but it's completely different at the same time.
You can absolutely be proud of it.
I chose different instruments this time. Because in the original one, it's a mixture of African drums with keyboards and bass guitar, and a little bit of there's a little bit of Roland keyboards playing guitar on it too. And I can't play that. I can't play that song because I actually didn't release that on my second album. I just felt it wasn't right because I wanted a female vocal on there. And so it's considered technically unfinished. So let me do that real quick. Let me find it.
Oh, yeah. Underrated Peter Gabriel, Rabbit Proof Fence. His work on that movie.
I love that. Yep. I love that movie. If you guys don't know what that's about, it's about the most racist period of Australia where they treated the Aborigine as second to third class citizens. And if they had children, it was illegal for some of them to have children, and they would take the fucking kids from them. It's fucking crazy. It was its own version of apartheid, in my opinion. And eventually, thank God, they fucking got some people in with some common sense to change that shit. And it's a very good film. And I do believe Kenneth Branagh is in that, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's the teacher, if I remember right. It's been a while. I saw it in theaters when
it's been a while for me, too.
Yeah. But man, it was one of the most depressing endings ever, though.
So I'm going to play the first song just for the chorus, and then I will play you the new song. All right. Share screen, share screen, share screen. My nom de plume, of course, being that of Cohen's Ghost. So here you go. This is the original version. With my vocals, which are not good.
Now we raise
Thank you, John.
Emotions at the speed of light. Across the great divide, faintly we receive. Seems so hard to believe. All these signs of life.
Okay, what's missing there is the females part, because the girl that sang it on my first demo version of it back in 2002, she died, and it broke my heart. And so I didn't know how I was going to finish the song. My cousin Erin, who is a professional singer, wanted to do it, but her voice wasn't right for it. It's meant to be sung very gently in the original version, and it's a very gentle song. I did it in a very haunting Peter Gabriel meets Leonard Cohen way, and I just never finished the song. So you jump forward to this year. I went back and I took the original instruments and I broke them down and I ran them through one of the programs I use, which replaces instruments with real instruments, and it changed the feel and everything. And the vocalist I got has an incredible voice. And right now it's still all guy singing it, but I'm trying to, wanting to do the female vocals. I'll go and tell everybody that Martin's wife is interested in trying to do the vocals, Mildred. She has a wonderful voice. And finger snap and groovy. So I will now bring up the other version. This is the unmastered version that I'm going to play for you. Cohen's Ghost. And there it is, Signs of Life. This is the new version of Signs of Life.
Now we raise these wires into the sky and send our signals through the night. Emotions at the speed of light across the great divide. Faintly we receive what seems so hard to believe. How can their hearts ignore with all these signs of life? How can my heart ignore with these signs, all these signs of life? How can your heart ignore with the signs of life? How can our hearts ignore all these signs of life? Furrowed brow and your eyes closed tight. A soul's release, a painful cry for all the broken years, washed with swollen tears. I pray this will one day cease, but will it offer no relief? How can their
ignore. With all these signs of life, how can my heart ignore? With these signs, all these signs of life, how can your heart ignore? Ooh, with the signs of life, how can our hearts ignore all these signs? All these signs of life. We turn our towers and signals into the night. We send our message on into the sky. Can we manage at this pace? I see the wear upon your face. Do you not receive? Does this offer no relief? How can their hearts ignore? With all these signs of life, how can my heart ignore? With these signs, all these signs of life, how can your heart ignore? Ooh, with the signs of life, how can our hearts ignore all these signs, all these signs of life? Ignore with all these signs of life, how can my heart ignore? With these signs, all these signs of life, how can your heart ignore? Ooh, with the signs of life, how can my heart ignore? All these signs of life.
So I do hard rock, by the way, guys. The last album I released was December of last year, and it was Cohen's Ghost, Songs of Love and Other Tragedies, which is a very personal autobiographical album about just some of the crap I've been through with relationships. But there's a little bit of that in this one, but I put a lot of my hard rock music into this one. I like blues, I like rock. This is one of my favorite songs I wrote here. That's kind of rock. So I'll just let you hear a little, then end it.
Go where you need to, like every day that we do. Into the darkest places where no light shines through. Fight if you must, surrounded by those you trust. If you're looking for redemption, there's no salvation around here. For prayers are broken, no vows are broken. Not every prayer refills, because the devil's in the details. Briefly roll the lovely blood, there's another line across. They won't pass away the crooked rock. Only one reason to for many lives, a man is lost. He's a man is lost.
So that's a song I wrote for a friend of mine. I've actually talked about him to Shinatsky. He's a former movie actor, producer, and he's interested in one of my scripts, the one about Jung. And he did a little short film and a comic book, which is how I met him. Was I did the comic book for him, and it was called Exorcist Academy. That's led by two priests, and one of them is not the nicest guy in the world, but he's, he does what he does, and that's what the song's about. It's about that priest. So, anyway, the Man in Black, and then this is another rock song I did, and this one, for a short period, was the theme song for. Yeah, I understand it's got nasty language in it. Yes, yeah, go ahead, you can play it. It's called The Flow, and Commander Cobra from KGRA used it for his one show. He loves this song. This is about combat, and it's dedicated to all my friends who have been in combat. So there you go. Yeah, I wrote this song a long time ago. And that's Jimmy Hill, a buddy of mine on guitar, and his drummer. I can't play drums like that.
We hold on tight, the flare burns bright, yet it brings no light. Chaotic shadows on the ground, yet we make no sound. Like hard and steel, we do not break down, and we feel the flow in every cell in this fucking hell. Then we feel each blow through our skin.
Oh, it's having some problems over at YouTube. So there you go. I'll let you hear the chorus if it'll let me.
Come on.
I don't think it's not going to do it. I'm going to drop it down to 360. See if that helps. Yeah, YouTube is blocking me or something. That's weird. Man, they're assholes over there at YouTube about their fucking commercials. So let me refresh it, see what it does.
Tight, the flare burns bright. Within this lesson, it's so slow, and the people walking by will never know. And the blood we spilled on the ground, and it's so slow, and the pain for the souls we lost, we must never show. We must never show. We do as we were told as we stay in our holes. These lines will not break no matter what they throw. And the flow is wide and we're taken by its tide, while the burst of a billion suns burns everything inside. We feel the flow in every cell in this fucking hell. Then we feel each blow through our skin, like our memories sit deep within this flesh and bone, as it's so slow, and the people walking by will never know.
So there you go. That's proof that I can do hard rock too. I mean, I fucking started out, my first band was a fucking punk band called the Smelly Pubes with Jim Woodward. I doubt it, because these aren't. What?
Nothing.
Martin?
No, nothing.
because there are no copyrights on these yet. I have not released them officially. These will be released on my next album. And let's see. Did Sander get his videos and audio?
Yeah, the Bakalakadaka.
And we should give him a video just for showing up today. Let's give him the audio.
Okay.
Is it in this?
I'm trying to. No, it's not in here.
All right. I will go to.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, and where did they go? Here we go.
Here it is.
I'm so lonely, so lonely inside real alone. I'm so.
You didn't turn it off.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
We are.
We have agreed.
So. Okay.
Where is it? Let me.
Donnie, there's your alley. Go around to the back door.
There you go. And this one I'm going to play. No, I'm going to skip that one. What I'm going to say is for Sander Hammerstein, we're going to go ahead and start the show over again. So.
I'm going to bed, dude. I'm falling asleep here.
Thank you, Snorty, Gambit, Slasher Fred, Real Popcorn Geek, Barbecueria. I don't know how to spell that or pronounce
Barbecue area.
Barbecue area. Okay. Penny, of course, dropped in. It's always good to see you, Penny. And I hope the birthday party was fun. Megan the Texan. I like that one. That's a good name. Megan the Texan.
I like that.
Fred Arsenal. Tito Simple, my good friend Dustin. Sergeant Giratina. Did I say that right? Giratina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sander Hammerschlag, Sally Forth. See, Vakeman's Girl, JPRPH1, Shinatsky, who's on the show, and of course Sagacious 6, or what's the other one she goes by? Jedi 6, or 6. No matter what, it's always 6.
She's all kinds of 6.
Whatever she comes up to mathematically, the answer is always 6. Daniel Velez, Joshua Holmes Workshop, Genghis Khan, the Comic Relief Crusader, Tim Das Wolfen, John Ostains, and that's it. I appreciate you guys here, but we're going to do a repeat now and get ready. We're getting ready to start the show just for you, Sander. So stay glued to that screen. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. We're coming back. You watch it. We'll restart the whole show just for you. Bye, John. Bye, Genghis. Bye, everybody, man. Thanks for dropping by. But don't you leave, Sander. The whole show's starting all over again just for you.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.
Okay, stick around, Sander.